Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen, today we have some things to talk about, mainly in terms of market structure, because, ladies and gentlemen, right, we have dipped to our zone and we have to see how it has reacted. We have to see what is up with Bitcoin, Turbo's price action, and etc. Before we do, ladies and gentlemen, right, we will talk about the news. The only thing that pretty much has come out is that Turbo is now officially playable in GOME, right? The Ultimate Toad Warrior has entered the battlefield. Are you ready? Jump in and check it out. So, another W from the Turbo community. That is what we like to see. I personally haven't played it, but this looks pretty fun. Actually, pretty interesting. This looks like a mobile game. This actually might be the controls over here. So it looks pretty cool, right? It looks pretty cool. Let's see this for a second. Okay, honestly, that is actually pretty solid for like a crypto game. Let's be real, right? This does look like a mobile, 2010 type game, but let's be real. This is still better than nothing. And to be honest, it doesn't even look lame, right? In terms of I see this is like pretty much a zombie game from what it looks like. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. Um, that is only one of the games we are in. We are in multiple games. So to be honest, kind of cool. I kind of respect that. So pretty nice if I do say so myself. We will be diving into the charts. So you can see, right? Overall, generally a little bit red when we look on the sides. But we will first dive into Turbo, right? We will see how everything has played out. When we go and look at Turbo, ladies and gentlemen, we can see that we have hit our zone, right? We have hit our zone, but at this current moment, right, as of right now, it does not seem like we are going to stop, right? It seems like we are going to go a little bit lower, potentially down to 0.00295, right? Down to somewhere roughly over here, because at this current moment, we can see that we tapped into our zone, right? We tapped, we pulled back, retest, and at the current moment, we are selling off. So there's two things that we can do. We can play off of this candle, react off it, create a higher high, right? Once we create a higher high, that's going to be more confirmation because then we'll most likely get something like this. Or, right, we will kind of go like this. Okay. So I know it's not the most optimal thing, but we do need more data to see how everything plays out. The annoying thing at the current moment, ladies and gentlemen, is that Bitcoin is at 95,500, and it didn't hit our main zone just yet of roughly 92,500, right? That is what we're really looking for. As of right now, it just seems like it is retesting off of these zones over here. And if it does continue going lower, if it does not react well off the 94K area, then it's most likely that we are going to go pull back down to 92,500 more or less before we continue going up. That is what I truly believe the bias will be. Now, worst case scenario is there could be temporary sweeps very quickly under this or maximum 89,000. That's second or third option. But I truly believe that it won't happen, right? Most of the time, historically, we have seen kind of a triple tap scenario. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because Bitcoin starts reversing, Turbo should start reversing, right? So we can see also in its future previously, right? One tap, second, third, recovery, boom, right? Boom, right? Very nice, right? We've seen this already play out multiple times in the past. Also, something on like a bigger time frame, right? We take out one of the bottoms, right? We take out this, take out liquidity, then we have a tap, another tap, and then actually a third one over there, right? If we zoom in nicely over here. So bottom, we tapped into this, right? We tapped into this, and then this candle tapped into this one. So triple bottom, we've seen this multiple times, and this is what I expect, right? This is the biggest classic reversal sign there could possibly be. Bitcoin, generally speaking, when we take away everything, it looks very ugly, right? The last 3 days, it's been kind of just doing whatever, nothing too special. So we will see how it continues to react. Generally speaking, we can see a lot of momentum has slowed down since pretty much at the beginning of February. So I expect things to turn around with Bitcoin. Okay. The context, like over here, is even different, right? We can see it's slowing down a lot. And this was kind of just more like bang, bang, like, ping pongy. While over here, we have slowed down momentum. Selling pressure is getting weaker and weaker by the day. So that's why I do maybe expect maybe one final dip to 92 before we continue going up. And if that happens, right? If that happens, of course, Turbo will dump a little bit more, but nothing too crazy, right? Nothing too crazy. We will obviously have to see how everything plays out. I am still very hopeful on this coin. I'm still very hopeful and optimistic about altcoin season, generally speaking, right? For me, it is not the end. I know people, are a little bit iffy, but based off, history, based off everything, there's been multiple shakeouts. I've experienced multiple shakeouts through, crypto, the Black Swan event, everything. So for me, this is nothing new. This is one of those things where you put too much time into the moment and you're going to start stressing out. Right? Especially that, a lot of coins are also pretty much in prime optimal reversal areas, right? Even if we look at XRP, ICP, Caspa, they really, really are. And if for some reason we are wrong about this altcoin season, something like Caspa could be recovering all the way down to 3 cents. Something like Turbo could technically recover all the way down to 0.0015, right? But I don't think so. Like, I really, really don't think so. Uh, right? I really don't think so. I am super, super high on, Turbo, on everything playing out. Also, ladies and gentlemen, right? I've seen this online, and this is very, very true, right? Historically, every February is pretty much the ultimate bottom for altcoins. So we can see, right? We are in February, and it is very, very red. So I do expect this to be one of the final red times, as I've been saying, right? I expect all altcoins to be turning around soon. And like I said, that includes Turbo. Okay. We will cover up one more thing very, very quickly. And we will go into this, right? We will look at Turbo. We go to Turbo like this, right? We will see that Turbo, you know, has decent volume. Everything is still looking solid. When we go to the etherscan.io, right, we can see the holders did drop just by two. Nothing crazy. We did almost break the record. We were two away, and then now we dropped two. So we're holding, right? Losing one or two people, three people here or there doesn't really matter, considering everything is red. People are going to just jump out. They're going to say, no, this is not for me. This is normal. But generally speaking, we are still growing while everything is red. So I am still super optimistic in terms of that. Obviously, we've been covered in articles, and obviously, other stuff has also been happening behind the scenes. I still expect Robinhood to be happening, generally speaking. And yeah, boys and girls, remember, right? Remember, people that have, held Turbo, held other cryptos, they've held them through moments like this where everything looks dead. Boom, next thing you know, 1 or 2 weeks later, nice. Couple weeks looks dead. Big bang, right? We go to literally any coin. I mean, I could go to any coin, right? Something like Render, a couple weeks ago. No, sorry, not a couple weeks ago. Mid July, many red weeks, and the next thing you know, starts going to be green. It's just a thing that happens in the markets. In terms of others' dominance, we are also roughly in a nice, very key area. I don't think we should be going lower, much lower, right? The others' dominance should get a correction of roughly 3 to 4%, which means your average altcoin will drop that much. Worst case scenario, I am looking at this big zone, but that would be kind of tragic in terms of most coins' prices. So we will see. I don't think it will happen. I don't think it will happen because historically, February has always been the worst month. And like I said, I still expect for us to be recovering mid to late February. I already know we're kind of mid, but I expect us to be recovering. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.